And we're live.
All right, go live.
What's up, everybody? How's it going? All you TikTokers, again, we are on class number 5, and you may or may not want to stay for the whole thing, but feel free to pop in and out. And it's going to be an incredible time. But if you want to see the slides that we have, go over to Instagram and or Facebook or both or all three. Who cares? This is Pinhook Booking class number 5. We're talking about admats, announce, on sale. This is like part 1 of the promo cycle that you're going to do. And let's get to it. So here we go, y'all. Also, feel free to comment and say anything you think is important. We have the Pinhook promo cat that is listening and watching and will stop for questions and comments. So please go ahead.
Meow, meow, y'all.
Yeah, meow, meow, y'all. That is a Pinhook cat thing to say. So what is an admat? I just had to look this up, and I've been doing this for forever. I was like, oh yeah, the admat, that's what it is. It means advertising materials, which is cool. That they shortened it for us. Thank you, everyone. It basically is photos in all the sizes that people need to promote a show. It is short press quotes for bios. It's or short bios too. It's posters for localization, video content for localization. And what that means is just the promoter is going to take the content that you get them and be like, in Durham at the Pinhook. Yeah. But then you have your like marketing materials, which that's what they are. That are the same throughout your entire like promotional campaign, which is cool. You know, anyone who's an advertiser will be like, it's good for marketability. Then you have, I threw in stage plots and W9s. It's like basically just get everything that you can to somebody who's promoting your show. Important dates for announce. That's important because if you're scheduling an announce that is all happening at one time, then we need to know because we got to schedule it. And you need to let people know a couple days in advance at least. Quirky truths about your band or whatever, things that we can use to be like, this is why this band is different and cool. That's my voice today. And then announce copy. Like, what are you going to say? What do you want us to say about you announcing your show? Diving in. How do you send your admat? It is a lot of things. So you can use Dropbox. I'm not sponsored by any of these, so you know. Dropbox, Box, Google Drive is a really good one that you can edit, and it edits for you, which is really nice. Like if something changes in the middle of your whole thing, you can be like, oh, we got a new poster or like new touring support. Then you can edit that and it just edits in your whole file system. Just make it easy for whoever you're sending it to. For your photos, I'm curious what anyone out there is using for their photos, or if they have any thoughts or ideas about band photos. I was talking with Pinhook Cat earlier, and they said that we're living in like a vertical world. Like you on TikTok know, and Instagram, that like we're all looking at each other like this. So if you can take photos that are like this and not like this, they'll be more usable for everybody. And that's what we all want. We're going to need some high res photos. We don't need that photo that you got from your own Facebook and then send it to us from the web. You know, it's not going to work for posters or anything like that. We also need those lower quality photos because, you know, when we're posting it online, the high res photos take forever. So just how about both? Love that. And again, everything the promoter needs. We need a square crop landscape horizontal version of all the key images so we can use them for your socials. And yeah, that's what we need for photos. I also really love like black and white and color, like, and a couple of different options because you're going to be playing at different venues, right? And different venues have different audiences. And also, like, who wants, we got this photo. We got these photos of these like three man bands that were playing, and it looked like they were all in the same kitchen and they were within the same week. And I really wish that we had, I made that slide, but it's like, are you guys taking pictures in the same kitchen? Are you serious? Like, is that a prop? So yeah, you want to make sure that either it's benign what you're in front of or that it looks different. On the next slide, we've got more photos, but I think I said all this. Platform specifics, like TikTok needs this thing, Instagram needs this thing, and these are all slides that are going to be available on our Patreon. Yep. So if you want to see them, go there. But you do need all of these because we're out here trying to promote your show. We're like, let's do TikTok. I'm on TikTok to promote your show. That's the only reason. Instagram Reels, stories, Instagram feed, all those. We do all of that. We even do Facebook. We do it all. And so we want to make that job so much easier for your promoter because they don't want to have to crop and cut and blah, blah, blah. That shit takes forever. And if you do it, boom, promo. Let me show these photos and then see if anyone has any questions. So check us out. This band is sick. This band is Muelas, and they are coming to the Pinhook. This would be nice to know. I think June 10th or 15th. Promo Cat, if you know, let me know. Just shout it out after this because we're going to take questions too. But here are some photos. So we got them rocking out at the Earl up top. Again, if you're on TikTok, you're not going to see the slides. Join us on Instagram or Facebook or join our Patreon, and then you can see it then. But we have live rocking out photos at the Earl. We have, which is a dope venue in Atlanta. We have promo photos on a staircase, but I don't know where that staircase is. And that's awesome because it won't be like the other staircase that somebody else did. We have a promo photo like with like a wide angle lens in front of a venue, and it looks like they're about to play their show or they just got done. And then we have a black and white photo of them rocking out too with like all the instrumentation. It's sick. This band is sick, first of all, way less. And
Wales is coming on the 15th.
Oh, sick. Thanks, Promo Cat. June 15th, Muelas, Glamour World. It's going to be sick. But yeah, I can use these photos for a million different things, and I can promote different times using different photos, which I'm stoked for. Does anyone have any questions? We'll pause for a brief sec.
Yeah, there's a question from the chat. What are some do's and don'ts for photos?
Good question. And this is all based on experience, right? Let me know if you like or don't like this answer. Heart things, whatever. But I think some don'ts, I think, are same place that everyone else takes their photos. I would say because it's so like trite at this point, maybe it's cool again. Railroad tracks, I don't think they're cool anymore. I think or like brick walls. Like if you were able to take a photo in front of a cooler looking place than that, you should. But yeah, I don't make them bad resolution. Don't make them like half of your face, you know? Like make sure your whole band is featured and like make sure they give the vibe. Like if you're not I think this is true, and I'm curious if anyone wants to fight back, please do. But I think if you're not like an Americana band, like doing it in front of a barn is maybe not the best idea. Or if you're not like, yeah, I think that's pretty true. Or if you're not like a punk band, like doing that Skater Fish lens, like maybe not the best way to do it because they do convey genre a little bit. I hope that answered your question. Any more? We good? All right. Moving on. So bios. And we're talking about bios for promo here, right? So this is important. If you're doing a bio for promo, I think it should be pretty short, like 50 words. You can include your long bio if you want, but the 50-word bio, epic. I can just pull that. I can put it in my little Instagram feed and be like, well, this is coming. This is cool. Here's what they sound like. But boom, and that's what you want. You want someone to promote and go boom and promote it. Genre tags, super cool. We use them on our website at this point. And we're like, you don't want me to tell you your band sounds like Butthole Surfers. I don't know why that came to mind, but it did. You want to tell me what your band sounds like. So if you include that, I'll use it. Any press quotes that you want to be used, also, those are super awesome. Like, what publication said what? It doesn't even have to be a big publication. It can be whatever. Just be like, Whoop Radio said, we sound really cool to be on a long drive to, just something that gives an idea of what you sound like to people and things that we don't have to search for. Once again, here's this is very tiny writing on our slide. Again, if you're on TikTok, you should come to Instagram or Facebook or go to our Patreon for these slides, or stay here and just listen and chime in when you want to. Please also do. Muelas is a 5-piece Atlanta heavy band built on dueling vocals, electric violin, low-tuned guitars, and hardcore adjacent riffs that refuse to sit still. I already love this band. Their name translates to molars, and by extension, to grind. A fitting shorthand for sets that hit like a demolition job while staying emotionally sharp and intentional. Already know what this band sounds like, know that they're intentional, love what they've done with their name. Their Anti-Ice debut single, Melt, on October 10th, 2025, earned a year-end recognition, ranked at number 26 on Cat Pourehouse's 50 Best Atlanta Tracks of 2025. I don't know what that is, but I'm glad that they did. And number 39 on Mainline Alt's Top 100 Atlanta Tracks of 2025. Also, don't know what that is, but I can use it. Let's return to the studio in 2025 for a debut EP expected in spring 2026, which is what they're touring on now. Here's a live video. Check them out. That's great. That's all I need to know. I don't need to know why you play music for this part of the bio. I want to eventually, sure, but leave me wanting some more. And that's a cool bio. So I hope that example was helpful. Posters. We would love to put posters up in our venue. I said this in other classes, but I think that physical media actually is making a little bit of a comeback. I do think it's important to like blast socials. Don't let me pretend like it's not. But definitely posters. Like, people walk by our venue all the time that love our space. They're in our space. They're at other shows. They have repeat customers out the butt, and they want to come to more shows. So if they see your cool poster, they're gonna. So give us a poster. We want it. If you give us a poster with like a space on the bottom, that's cool. We can be like, at the Pinhook, June 15th. I already forgot Pinhook Cat. But yeah, a poster that just has our date on it or is blank so that we can write it in is sick. And an 11 by 17 format, so helpful. The amount of time we spend resizing posters makes us not get to other promos. So if you can size it for us with all these specs that we email you with, dope. We appreciate it. Yeah, that's it. And using software-specific files sometimes, this is a hit or miss. Some people do it, some people don't. But like, if here's your PDF. Wait, no, wrong. Here's your Photoshop PSD file or whatever. I don't have Photoshop. It takes me a long time to find something that I can work with. If you just send me one with a blank space, I'm into it, because then I can just write that shit on the bottom. I don't have to find the font. It's just like my handwriting. Boom, it's on the window. We love that. That's posters. All right, quick pause for other questions. Any questions?
Oh, yeah, another question from the chat. How important is a poster?
Thanks for also these questions, you guys. Keep them coming. We love them. Posters, I said this a little earlier, but I'll say it again. Posters are really important, I think, because they get people who are walking by and already at the space. But again, like, if you haven't done a poster and you're ready to announce your show, fuck it. Do your poster later. That can be another promo hit. So it's important, but it shouldn't stop the show announce. Like, if you have all the information ready, not a poster, that's okay. Just send that info. Send the poster later. Here's some great ones, and this is sort of what I was talking about. Cornelia Muir, or yep, no, that's Muir. Just like left the space at the bottom so we could write our stuff in on it. Thelma and the Sleaze. If I saw that poster, I'd go to that show. And then we have Diles que no me Diles que no me maten. They also have a space in the bottom, and the poster is really cool. So just leave that blank space. We love you for it. Next up, my friends, is reels and localized videos. Reels and localized videos. From what I know, reels are hell of important. That's like people be scrolling like this. They see your cool reel. That's like maybe the best online way to promote your show. Like flyers don't get it anymore. Like flyers on Instagram, you see one of those, you're like, oh, too many words, and you pass by. So I think reels are really cool. We'll show you a couple that are awesome that I've made. Here's the size, 1080 by 1920 916 aspect. Use the MP4 or .mov MOV formats. Don't make them too big because we have to resize them. And if you go from 15 to 30 seconds, optimal, best engagement. This is all current, like social advice for the socials. You can keep them blank or you can localize them yourself and make them downloadable so that then you can post to socials. Really good idea. Let me show you a couple of reels that we've made and we're excited. So here's the original. Let's see. Yeah, I think this is right. This is the original. Give me one sec, actually, because something happened. Screen recording and this. Let's go. So this is the original. Let's always think about it. So good. That's the original, one of the original videos we got, and this. Let's always think about it. Make video, just put some words on top of it. Press it up. Alright, so that's okay. And then we have these other two that I'll show you. Here's the format. Here it goes. Join us on TikTok. We're showing this on Instagram too, slide-wise, or you can that is that one. And then here, we made cool. It's a moving flyer. We love that. If you want to watch that more and know what's going on. Oh. And that's like a really simple thing to do, right? And that's what we did. The really, really, really simple thing. And it didn't take us very long, which is awesome. It took us just a little bit of time. So let's remove that from the screen. Boom. Here we go. Yeah. And that's the thing is like, I was able to make those with those two videos in like 15 minutes tops. And that means they're going to go out. And that's what we want. Know what I mean? All right. Any questions on reels? Or are we doing good? We doing good, everybody? Thanks for watching and listening. Holler with all questions. This is for you. The docs that we need are W-9s for all the artists that we're paying and stage plats for all bands. That's really, it's a simple thing to ask. And we just like, if you have it in that, like, here's our admat on Google Drive. And here's the docs that you need. God, it's so good. Just like everything's right there in that one email. We fucking love it. Here's some examples of stage plots that are perfect, actually. All right. We have Soji the band. They had a little guitar amp. We know what they look like. They look big. I'm assuming they probably are big. Mics, where the mics go, the names of the people. And I'm in a band, and in our stage plot, we put our pronouns next to the band member, which has been really helpful. As helpful as it can be in some places. And then we have robbers up here, which is just like a block. It's like drum. It's like very boring. Sorry, robber. Your music's amazing. But also very effective. And if that's what you got, that's what you got. And there's one even further down for, I think this is Pickety Split, which is amazing. It also lists like channel. It's like, what does it say? Make that bigger. Anyway, it has like mic 1, mic 2, banjo 1, banjo 2. Very freaking helpful. And this one I love. This one's from Advanced Bass, and he just drew it. Like, it's a beautiful drawing. It's a sketch. It looks like a really old like plot. It looks like a kid drew it, honestly, is what I gotta say. So yeah, those are cool. Stage plots rock, and you can put some personality into them. That's great. You can also not. That's also great. On to deadlines, if no one has any thoughts or questions. What's up, Leo? Submit all of these assets. These deadlines are so important, and they're very self-imposed. Like, no one's going to watch over you, right? No one's going to be like, well, very few people are, because we're all really busy. So submit all these assets. This says at least 2 to 3 weeks before on sale date. I think that works. And that's before the on sale date. It's not before the show, 2 to 3 weeks before the on sale date. The earlier, the better. I can't emphasize this enough. If we have it all, we can promote it all. Once we have that in, we can set the schedule. But if you're late on it, we're going to miss some stuff. And that's just because we're also tight on time. The on sale date should be set 3 to 6 weeks before the show. God, please let it be more than 3 weeks. I think it's like 6 to 8. There are shows that now are coming on, like, we're booked through October in many dates. And there are shows that are giving me all their info right now for October. It can be early, but it's like, I'm in. If I can make these reels so that I can be like, plop, plop, plop on time, then that's great. If I can get this show queued up, I won't forget it. It won't be a late announce. So just the earlier, the better, y'all. And any late assets will delay everything else. And that means fewer ticket sales. And none of us want that. All right, your announce copy. Copy, in case you don't know, is just the words that you want people to use. People that copy those words and they'll post it. The copy to post. Announce copy is the exact billing. So like your headliner to support, in this case, it's Muelas and Glamour World. You always want to list your headliner first, and it goes down to support. That's what happens generally in the general world. Provide all the social handles that people use, like a username for every platform that you're on. Go for it. It's really helpful. Confirm which handles you don't want tagged, or that you do want tagged. And if there are any that you don't, like there's like you commonly get mistaken for the Muelas in Serbia or something, then you're like, watch out for muelas.co or whatever, that's also really helpful. And let us know if you have any dates that you need. Like, when are you announcing? Are you doing it collectively? Is it like Tuesday at 10 a.m. on sale at Friday at 10 a.m.? We want to be part of the club. So let us know. Also, let us know if you have any pre-sales too. Like, some people do like Spotify pre-sales, or other pre-sales, like Bandcamp pre-sales, or like their Patreon pre-sales or whatever. Let us know what's happening so we can also push that. We want you here, and we want people to be here. Any questions? I think we have like 2 or 3 more slides. People doing good?
Yeah, from the chat, somebody wants to know, do we really have to be on TikTok?
I do love that question. You don't have to be anywhere you don't want to be. But any social media that you're not on, you're not going to connect to those people on socials. And that's okay. If you don't want to, you don't want to. Only do what you're going to be actively engaged in. There's so many TikTok profiles that are like 4 followers. They're here, 4 followers. And it's just like, why tag? Why worry about it if you're not going to be there? So if you don't like TikTok, fuck TikTok. But yeah, the more engaged you are, it's just like bands who are like, I'm not on socials. I feel you, man. But like, that's where a lot of people are. And so it's really helpful if somebody else in your band can do it for you, or you have a huge email list. I hope that answered that question. And moving through, we got links to your official website and our link tree, streaming links. So you can be like, listen to this cool band before you go. And then any active pre-sale links or codes, if you're running them, we'll include that in all of our promos so we can get people here. I think this is the last guy. I want to talk about the negatives, the things that happen that suck. This, the things that slow it down, slow this whole process down, which means we'll miss promo dates and deadlines, are making the promoter look for any of this info if it's just really simple for you to give it to them. That's the golden ticket. If you have images that are low res and that's all you have, then that sucks, because then we have to look for another image or we have to email you back. We don't want to keep emailing you about this boring shit. We're going to email you about the fun stuff. If you send a JPEG or logo, if you're doing logo stuff with a white background, then we have to make it transparent, blah, 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 any work that we have to do. If you don't know your bill in advance, that can be okay. But it's not, it still adds, it means that one of the promo things that we were going to do, now we have to be like, okay, now we need to announce that support is here, which can be cool. It's another touch point. So that's fine. But it can also be hard to know like the vibe of the show without the whole bill. Not having short video clips, meaning we have to screen record stuff, find stuff, blah, blah, blah. Like Moyles sent me all of those short video clips and that was sick. I was like, cool, boom, download into Canva. I make things, post. If the info's in too many emails and not one place, that's intense. The amount of times I've scrolled through Gmail and looked for that little attachment, or like, you're like, oh, what day did this get sent? Yeah, it's just the things that take time. Sending info less than 1 month or 6 weeks out. It's like, it's not a lot of time to get your promo game on. And then this does happen to everybody, but changing the show information like midstream, you're like, oh, this band's not on and now this band is on. That's fine. It happens. But or like, no, I want 7 instead of 7:30. It's just like, try to not. It happens, but try to not. It's not a good promo point, you know? Okay, y'all. I think we've made it. Are there any more questions? Sick. We're doing these on Thursdays now, this Thursday, next Thursday, and the Thursday after, I think, and then we're done for this series. Thanks for coming. The takeaways for this class are deadlines are hell of important. Holding up the information holds up the announcement process, which holds up the whole promo cycle, which makes people not come to your show. Have all the info in one place. Get this together before you start booking. So when you're confirmed, you can be like, bloop, 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 bloop. And the easier it is for the booker and the promoter, the easier it is for you, which means more promo time, which means less promo work for you. It's just like such, we are all in this together bullshit. So there you go. Our next class is next Thursday at, oh, we did good. 30 minutes. Nice. Next class is next Thursday at 7. We'll do this live again. Tell your friends, come ask questions. It's going to be the rest of the promo cycle, like post announce. What do you do? How do you get people to come? You can email us if you want to book a show or you have any questions or thoughts at booking@thepinhook.com. This is our school. We're just trying to get information out to people. So thanks for listening. And we also do a podcast that's on at 10:30 in the morning every Friday. And then back episodes are Patreon and all that good stuff. They're really good and really fun. You can join our Patreon. We love that. We love to be supported for all this work. You'll get all this good stuff like ticket giveaways, video archives, chats through Patreon, weekly playlists of bands coming. You can submit podcast questions, so many things. All the classes that we've done so far, and so many other things. And if you have ideas on that, what do you want from us? Huh? All right. Much love. Thanks for listening, and see you next Thursday.